go west on 66 from Vienna that way. You can only go towards DC, I think, or about vice versa. So there wasn't any on or off.
You went east, but you couldn't go the other way. You couldn't get out to go the other. You had to go down 122.
Couldn't go west.
And you couldn't get off there at first either. It just got on. That's all. I mean, like if you were coming down 66, you wanted to get on that, you couldn't get off. They didn't have no exit.
Speaking of transportation, do you guys recall when the Beltway went in? Is that a big deal?
Yeah, well, yeah, it was, because I think when it first opened up, we drove all the way around it one time just to drive it, you know.
Yeah.
It was really something else to get around and not have to go down through a bunch of stop signs and stoplights, so it was a nice deal. But, you know, when it first opened up, there wasn't hardly any traffic on it, you know. It was really nice, you know. It isn't like it is now. So travel.
Taking your life into your own hands on that road.
Now I don't drive it if I don't have to. I mean, I go on it very, very seldom.
Then I don't know what happened. It's almost like I was asleep for 20 years, and I woke up in this area is just, you know, 66 is backed up both ways, going each way. You can't go. There's no like time in the day where there isn't traffic. You used to say, well, we'll go at 10 because there won't be any traffic. You know, we'll go to Tysons at 10. Well, you go to Tysons anytime ever now. And it's just going to get worse.
Speaking of development, we know that Yeonas people coming in and building all their houses seems to have impacted the town a lot in the time when you guys were first living here. Do you remember much about that?
About the developers and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you know how that changed.
Oh yeah, well there was, Yeonas was probably the biggest one that come in here. Yeonas, he built most of
Vienna Woods.
Vienna Woods. And Roger Wood was a builder. Joe Spriggs, who was mayor here at one time, built houses here.
Fred Shomo was one of the builders on this subdivision.
I can never remember the other two S's.
And his home is right up here. It's located up here.
Yeah.
Still standing.
Yeonas was, I mean, they even built the house that Grandma and Grandpa moved to. I think that house on Patrick and Cottage was a Yeonas house.
Yeah, there was a lot of smaller builders. I can't remember all their names, but I mean there was a lot of them. They picked up little small sections here and there and built houses on them.
And that's what they're doing now too. And what they're doing here in Vienna is a developer buys the house and then tears the house down.
Well, that's just single houses. You know, there's hardly any groups of houses going up anymore.
No, because there isn't any space. You know.
But I saw a lot of houses, and when I retired, I thought, well, Vienna's full of houses. But they built a lot of houses after I retired, and I mean, it wasn't tearing down at that time, it was picking up pieces of ground that were still empty. You know.